Throughout this morning, we've been talking about the next wave and what 21st century librarianship really looks like. And honestly, we're already engaged in it. We're working on it. In the course of the last 6 months, I've had the good fortune to speak a number of times about the Black Hills Knowledge Network and what it's going to accomplish. Simply put, librarians are good at organizing things. That's what we do. You know, we take a bunch of objects, whether it's books, articles, whatever, we identify common themes and we put them together so that the information that's contained in those items becomes more meaningful and valuable. We also make things accessible by collecting things, putting them in one location, naming them in a way that is recognized as standard. It becomes accessible. The Black Hills Knowledge Network, then, is the keystone example of 21st century librarianship. In addition to those types of things, we also see librarianship changing from physical items to web-based resources. So this is just another example of how we're taking librarianship and we're moving out of the physical building into cyberspace, into the internet. We're collecting information, we're organizing it, naming it, making it accessible. So we're not really outside of our comfort zone, even though it seems like it's brand new, totally different field, something that couldn't have been predicted 10 years ago. The other aspect of the interesting aspect of the Black Hills Knowledge Network, we started in a wiki. And so whether the wiki environments that are going to be standardized, such as Wikipedia and things like that, maintain in the future, we see this type of resource, whether it's a wiki or a blog in the future or whatever it is, but where social media is becoming information architecture. That's kind of a new thing that also wasn't predicted. But at the same time, now that we've been engaged in it for about a year and a half, maybe give or take a little more in our conversations, but in practice about a year and a half, this isn't that new anymore. We can ride this wave. We know what we're doing. We're not outside our comfort zone. Sometimes, you know, you wake up in the morning and it seems scary and it seems like, oh, I'm starting all over again. But in reality, no. This is just librarianship transferred into a new medium, perhaps, not that new, but where we can practice our skills and demonstrate our mastery over information. That's what we do. Did you see this? So if the old saying that information is power is true, then this statistic is just brilliant. In 1 month, our use of Black Hills Knowledge Network from outside clicks has outpaced our subscription databases. More people are going to the Knowledge Network than go to ProQuest or EBSCOhost, which are traditional resources and access points for information. Local information has been identified as the most difficult to access on the web. You can go on the web, you can find more about Beijing than you can about Rapid City. And it's not because it's not there, it's because it's not organized. It's not curated, it's not aggregated. Now that we're doing that, and we're putting things together, people are accessing it and they're getting more local information that they can utilize to assist with the economy, assist with the community, participate with their neighbors, participate with associations. This is the trend, and this is what value-added librarianship in the 21st century is going to look like, and it's what's going to keep us relevant and healthy in our communities. Thank you.
2 items for those of you that may not have met David Seeger, who is here with us. He is the county liaison, and it's going to be a great opportunity for him to be involved. We have new commissioners, and I have all the confidence that David, as well as others, will represent that service very well. He'll be a great voice for us if that should become the need. The other part is the cookies. Those are waves on those cookies. Oh. So keep keep that in mind. Just a couple of things. Again, I would say as the mayor and others, on behalf of myself and Terry and Jason in management, we very much recognize and value the work that you do each and every day. We appreciate the length of service that you have been here. We understand that you have choices. This is a choice for you to be here. You certainly have options in your life with your employment. So we recognize that, we value it. You definitely have made a difference through this economy in the sense of where we'll be on the other side. We were in a good position when we started in this. We're going to be in a great position when we come on the other side of it. Not without a few waves, but we definitely will be there. And part of that is because Rapid City is somewhat insulated from those big waves. We don't have the big ebb and flows, but we certainly do feel that. And it does definitely appear that things are smoothing out. You're all good surfers with adequate equipment, strategic navigation, a couple positioned lifeguards, and more than just a lake, but an ocean to swim in. I have no doubt that we will ride those waves out and keep the pace. So thank you for what you do, and thank you for your time this morning.